Hi, I'm Tom Clinton, the Commissioner of the Revenue, and this is my 2024 budget overview. I've had the honor of representing the citizens of Falls Church for the last 21 years. It's a difficult job taxing citizens and businesses, but it's one that my staff and I take very seriously. We all realize and appreciate the high cost of living and paying taxes here, as 5 out of the 7 current office employees live here too, and 3 of us have graduated from the school system. So we all know and practice the Falls Church way every day. We are currently down 2 full-time positions, making our difficult job even harder. 1 position is vacant and we need quick approval to fill it, and 1 long-time employee is out on short-term disability. The office itself generates about 20% of all gross revenues received by the city, so investing in a revenue-generating office always helps the city's bottom line, especially in a tough budget year like this one. To some of the general public, we are the face of city government for vehicle registrations, filing tax documents, business licenses, and additional services that make people happy that they live here, like getting a notarization done or getting important D&B transactions completed at the American Legion. I'm asking for an additional revenue assistant position at a cost of $65,000. We wouldn't ask if the current and future need wasn't there. The reason is simple. The city is growing and will continue to grow at an extraordinary rate in the coming years, with many new buildings filling up, like Founders Row, for example, with roughly 400 new units, new businesses opening there, tax returns and estimated payments filed from there, and many additional vehicles registered from there. This one building alone represents a significant new permanent workload for the Commissioner's office, which is very different than other offices, as some may have a temporary workload from the construction of new buildings, or they may get some service calls from the building once it's occupied. No other office is as permanently impacted as the Commissioner's office is when the city builds new residential and commercial spaces, and when there's turnover in existing residential and commercial units, and we have a lot of that too. It all starts with contractors needing business licenses during construction, and it continues through to full occupancy, and then of course beyond that. It takes 2 years in the office to fully understand the many different types of complicated assessing and billing transactions that we process. So hiring and retaining qualified, efficient staff is important. Future growth includes the Broad and Washington project. That's another 400 new apartments now under construction, bringing new businesses, state income tax returns filed, and many vehicles registered there, which will all become part of our permanent workload. The West End campus, which is the largest development project that the city has ever undertaken, and most of it's now underway in Phase 1, will bring approximately 1,300 to 1,400 additional housing units, new businesses, tax returns filed, and over 1,000 additional vehicles registered from there alone. Founders Row 2 just broke ground, and that will add another 280 apartments with new businesses, tax returns filed, and vehicles registered. Again, more permanent workload added to the already busy office. In the future, the proposed Quinn and Homestretch redevelopment project will also bring more permanent additional workload. The rough totals for all of the new approved projects are about 2,400 to 2,500 new residential units, which will mean about 2,800 to 3,000 additional vehicles, hundreds of additional tax returns, 75 to 80 new businesses, and they will all need to be assessed to business personal property tax on all of their equipment. Meals taxes will be collected from all new restaurants. Transient occupancy taxes will be collected from the new hotel. Movie ticket taxes will need to be collected and audited from the new theater. And all new retail businesses will pay the state sales tax. And those important revenue accounts have to be monitored to ensure the city and the schools get their proper share. We also have many internal and external customers, like the city's finance office, the EDO, and the Chamber of Commerce. And those complicated requests that we receive require valuable staff time to provide them with critical budget numbers, projections, and databases, which helps the council make informed budget decisions, and it aids in the promotion of and providing services to our valuable business community, which has been through a lot in the last few years. So in conclusion, this is a stunning amount of new permanent workload added to the Commissioner's office in a very short period of time, and it can't be absorbed by the current 9-person office. No matter how hard we try and want, to keep up with all the coming growth. We are always happy to be part of the solution, and we will continue to provide that same small-town, hands-on service that citizens have come to expect from me and the Commissioner's office. Thank you for listening.